the Drug Delivery System Excellence Center in the Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Prince of Songkla, established in 2007. At present, there is much active research in Thailand into the fields of drug delivery. The search for lead compounds and new drug delivery systems is very difficult, and in Thailand this has become the major area of focus for our research effort. As we work together, we hope that we can generate an environment that will encourage original and stimulating activities. The expansion of graduate studies will also help to generate opportunities to keep pace with advances in technology. The strength of our centre arises from our well-qualified members and the excellent facilities for teaching and research. The centre currently has over 20 academic staff members. Further expansion of the centre is expected to continue. We also welcome advice and assistance from other disciplines and members of staff from other PSU faculties and universities, nationally or internationally. Quantitative measurements of aerosol drug particles deposited in the lung is essential, such as anti-tuberculosis inhalation. To be effective, the drug particles must be able to gain access to the alveoli. One of our research areas focuses on the physical factors that affect the generation of dry powder aerosols. The amount and location of the drug actually deposited in the lung can be indirectly measured by chest X-ray. We also expect to manage the dose for effective control of tuberculosis, while side effects are reduced. We have been particularly successful in developing imprinted polymers and related applications of molecular recognition materials processes involving a range of imprinting techniques, including their use in drug delivery, transdermal monitoring, sensor technology, and separation of individual compounds from complex mixtures. Molecular imprinting techniques can make it feasible to engineer systems in which the release of a more therapeutically active enantiomer is produced whilst the release of a less or non-active enantiomer is retarded. Understanding the physical and chemical properties of the materials is of importance to an in-depth study of drug delivery systems. As it is known, the goal of the drug delivery is to optimize the therapeutics of the drug by optimal delivery to the sites of action, with a minimizing of adverse effects. This can be achieved by an appropriate set of conditions to let the active moieties and excipients in the drug delivery systems function properly. This requires knowledge of the in vitro physicochemical characteristics, as well as in vivo characterizations. Not only is the therapeutic achievement important, but also the physicochemical characterizations are also a key to develop excellent drug products in terms of their appearance and stability. The research is aimed at providing pharmaceutics of materials with physical and thermal behavior that will contribute to the effective release both in vitro and in vivo, as well as to the stability of the drug. In addition, providing information on the pharmacokinetic basis of the drug is integrated into investigating the drug bioavailability as well as its clinical performance. 1. thermal and physical characterization of the materials and the drugs. For example, purity studies of raw materials, phase transition, polymorphism, thermal behavior of biopolymers, surface and interface characterization, porosity of surfaces, etc. 2. The bioavailability and bioequivalence studies of drug products, as well as the clinical application of drug monitoring. 3. The improvement of dissolution of hydrophobic drugs using solid dispersion techniques. 4. Buccal and dental formulations to prevent dental caries. In addition to the main interests, the research foci have been expanding to the use of chemicals and drugs in economic veterinary applications, especially for shrimp farming, the pharmacokinetics of antibiotics in shrimp, and industrial applications of chitin, chitosan products, obtained as byproducts of the frozen food industry. Transdermal delivery are concerned with the delivery of drugs and cosmeceuticals to or into the skin. Transdermal delivery of drugs can be a valuable alternative to the other routes of administration. Nowadays, research workers on topical and transdermal deliveries concentrate on anti-inflammatory drugs and cosmeceuticals. Development of effective formulations for topical and transdermal drug delivery. Investigating the release of drugs from topical and transdermal preparations using synthetic membranes. In vitro percutaneous absorption of model drugs across natural skin membranes, animal or human. Studies of the mechanism of action of skin penetration enhancers. Compound tablets, implants and injectable hydrogels composed of biodegradable polymers and ceramics are being developed as local delivery systems for antibiotics, chemotherapeutic agents, steroids, non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs, and so on. Their physico-chemical characteristics, product stability, bioactivities are being characterized. Release profiles, antimicrobial activities, and the biocompatibility of the composites are evaluated. Release profiles, antimicrobial activities, and the biocompatibility of the composites are evaluated in vitro. Delivery systems of growth factors and protein drugs targeted to bones and cartilages developed from tissues prepared from cultured cells have been considered as potential alternatives to organ or tissue transplantation. The manufacturing of scaffolds involves the consideration of several aspects, including structural and biomechanical properties, biocompatibility, and biodegradability. Again, selection of proper scaffold materials and designs, the methods for constructing, and for additional surface modifications are important to the success of using the scaffold to grow new bone. The strength of our group arises from our well-qualified members and the excellent facilities for teaching and research. Multidisciplinary research in nanotechnology is fostered, and in particular, the unique combination of physical and biological sciences promotes synergy and offers new initiatives in research. The group will maintain robust ties with the industry and overseas institutes through collaborative research as well as student exchange programs. We will be recognized as a leading society for devising new drug delivery systems to the world.